Hi, welcome to CowboyStudio and our instructional video series. Today we want to show you one of our new viewfinders. This is the SWIVI viewfinder. Now this particular one kind of resolves some of the complaints that you might see with the less expensive viewfinders that we carry. A lot of those use an adhesive backing to allow them to stick to your camera, and there isn't really a way to shade them off when you're not using them, and those are kind of some complaints that photographers and videographers have. So this one is going to kind of provide you with some little extra leeway. I'm going to show you how you're going to connect it. First off, if your camera has a protective screen like this one does on mine, you probably want to go ahead and remove that, mostly because it's going to amplify, this amplifies the view for your viewfinder screen. It'll amplify all those scratches and dirt marks and everything, which luckily haven't been on your screen, but you still want it gone. So when you've got it, you're going to kind of line it up, figure out exactly about where you want this so that you're going to be able to get this tripod plate connected in and lined up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to look at the tripod plate and I'm going to look at the back of the camera. Now I want this slot, you'll notice it's only on one side. I want this facing outward because this is how we're going to connect this viewfinder. So once I've got this lined up, I just want to tighten down and connect in. Now, this is a little bit easier if you have a pen or something flat that you can kind of use to tighten this down. Coins, for example, work very well. But once you've got that kind of lined up in, make sure you've got it on pretty firmly. You've got it where you want it. Now that we've got that on, that's going to be pretty good. I've got that pretty well lined up, so you're going to notice this is going to slide right in to that tripod mount, and I want to slide it until it reaches in. Now if you start going and you're feeling some resistance, use this knob here on the side, and that is going to loosen up that mount connection. But part of what I'm noticing here is that I've got it a little too far away from my camera, and that's part of what the good thing about having it all on this tripod plate, you're able to move it forward and backwards and back and forth. But let me show you some of the features on the mount itself. You're going to have some adjustments here on the side that are going to allow you to move this up and down. This is how you're going to get your exact fits. You're going to have some adjustments here that are going to allow you to move out your tripod plate as well. So you can kind of get everything aligned just right for what you're trying to do. So once you get all that lined up, you'll kind of see when you have it and get it set for your camera. Then we kind of want to talk about some of the uses for it. Now, one thing you're going to notice, this is kind of a unique feature, so I kind of want to zoom in a bit on it, is that there's this slider bar up here that says open to one side. When you move it there, you're going to have the viewfinder open, okay? So I've let it go, it's going to stay open. Now, usually on the viewfinders, that's kind of always open, there's no little shutter here. But on this one, there is a shutter, so you can close that off. The reason you would want to do that, if you leave that open all the time, sometimes you can magnify actual light that's in the environment and it can cause damage to your LCD screen. So you want to close this off when you're not using the viewfinder and then open it when your eye is pressed up against it to use the viewfinder. And this way you're not causing damage to your screen, but you're able to use the viewfinder properly. Now, as is, this viewfinder is at the kind of more standard 3x magnification, but you do have a little release catch down here, and you can move that up out of the way, and then if you just want it kind of shaded off and to see the viewfinder at its regular magnification, you can look through there. Another great benefit to this is that since your glass is right here and here on the other side, that way you can get kind of closer access to clean that glass if you ever do get anything on it. So that's going to be the basics of the SWIVI viewfinder. It is going to come with a little lanyard, and it is going to be pretty much a universally compatible viewfinder. Now, if you have any questions about this product or any of our other products, please visit our website at CowboyStudio.com.